Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing this simple Houseware mesh desk organizer with sliding drawer. I'll go over the pros and cons of this, and then I'll go over a secret tip that I have. This is a double tray, and it has 5 upright sections, as you can tell. This thing is really easy to put together, so that's the first pro, is it's simple to put together. You can't really mess it up. There are just a few screws here. They're standard size screws. They're on the back side as well. And so putting this together is really simple. The second thing is these drawers, they come out really easily. So you could fit a lot of stuff in here. And this bottom tray is really solid. Like, it flexes a little bit if I put maximum pressure on it, but otherwise it's really hard to bend it. So this is going to last a long time. There's a little divider here, and so if you wanted, you could take these sections out. You could have just one big tray if you want. So it depends on what you're having, right? So if you wanted to put documents in here and have like different files to organize different compartments, you could do that. And then maybe this is like in progress and this is done, or whatever, right? There are endless ideas of how you could use this. But this can actually come out, and then this is the second drawer here. So this is another sliding drawer. It has these little perforations. You can see it there with the change in the light. I'm not really sure what those are for because they don't really do anything. But that's just something interesting to note, is there is a little groove here. So first secret tip is if you have some things in this tray that are too tall to fit when this is in, you could just take this out, and now you have this entire area here. So you could put like a little cup with maybe some short pencils or something like that. You could put it in here and have extra height here. The second secret tip is, I kind of showed this earlier, but this drawer comes out. So if you needed to, you could have 3 separate sections here, and that would work totally fine. You can also, you don't have to put these on here. You could have these free floating. So you could have these little organizers here. Now, if you take these off, you're not going to have 5 because you only have 1, 2, 3. These 2 are just the space between that are created by having these on. But if you wanted to have a free floating 3 of these little organizing compartments, you could take these off, have them next to this, and then you could just have a bottom section here, a top section, so a little organizer there. You could have this basket as an organizer for little knickknacks or office supplies, and then you could have this somewhere else that can maybe divide stuff. So you could have a couple of like boxes or whatever here, put that on top, and then put things on top of it. So this thing is really flexible. You don't have to use it just the one way. There's a lot of ways to use this, and that's why I like it. We have 2 of these, so I had one, I liked it so much, so I got a second one, and it works great. And so I don't really have anything negative to say about it. This is probably the least used thing that we use. Oftentimes we just set it out. But for this video I wanted to show that it is part of here, even though we don't use it. So not sure that's needed. I haven't found a really good use for it. Like I said, you could use it to divide stuff and have 2 levels of stuff, but I don't really use it like that in practice. So that's about all I have to say about this. It's pretty sturdy. It's pretty solid. This one has gotten a little bent, as you can tell. So these 4 are straight, or sorry, these 5 are straight. This one is a little bent inwards, you can see. So that's just something to keep in mind, is that, you know, it is just metal and it's connected on just this little piece. So that is an area where it can bend. That may be a pro, it may be a con. See, I just bent it straight, but that is something to keep in mind. If you have kids or something like that, they could bump into it and bend it. But you can bend it right back. Maybe you want to bend it for a specific purpose. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. It's really tall. It can fit normal things in there. But I hope this was useful. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.